The poem I have to annotate is Caged Bird by Maya Angelou. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream to the current ends and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the singing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and his name's the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams, his shadow shouts on a nightmare stream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, and he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on a distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. This poem talks about freedom, slavery. Racial discrimination and segregation was very evident during this time. So Maya Angelou wrote a poem, to me, that is very deep. And the bird portrays the people, an African American person, which is the caged bird, and the free bird is a free white American. There's repetition, rhyme, and figurative language in this poem. Repetition and rhyme is used to put emphasis on some parts and key phrases of this poem. If you go to lines 7 and 8, it is very clear that the bird is calling for freedom. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still. There's symbolism in stanzas 1, 2, and 3. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind. But a bird stalks down his narrow cage, can seldom see through his bars of rage. He cannot break free. An enslaved person longs for freedom. The cage symbolizing being trapped and oppressed. Stanzas 3 and 6 are written exactly the same. It's really explaining the true meaning of this poem. That's why it is repeated, to make it very clear what this poem is about. Maya Angelou creates a pattern at the end of each line by rhyming it. But a caged bird stalks down the narrow rage, can seldom see through his bars of rage. That's lines 4 and 5. Figurative language is where it's to alter the mood. This poem goes from carefree and joyful to alone and sad. You draw your attentions to line 1 and line 3. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind. Free bird leaping. Now it dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. That's a little sad. Then lines 4 and 5 again. But a bird that stalks down the narrow cage can seldom through see his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. Singing was the only way an enslaved person can express themselves and not get caught. So you have to sing your way through your trials and tribulations. I like this poem because in times past and times present, racial discrimination has been a problem that has haunted the lives of many. This poem is a reminder that even through hard times, all we need to do is open our hearts and let